everybody, this is Pramita here, and uh, I'm going to do a flip of my August daily journal that I've done so far. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you have been here for a while watching my videos, welcome once again. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, then please subscribe to my channel and stick around to see a few flips and some tips and tricks, some project share and stuff like that. So this was my August September journal that I made, and I used a paper pack for this. I used the Stamperia Clockwise collection. It came with 10 sheets with 2 cut apart sheets, and I have used the cover sheets to make the cover of this journal, front and the back. And if I take this out, these cards, then you will be able to see this was the back and this was the front. This had the branding on top, so I've covered it up with a piece of doily and a bit of a lace. So August is going to be one of my busiest months. So what I decided to do was I decided to make a journal which would require very little out of me, because it already had colored pages, so to speak of, and whatever little tea stained papers I've used, those are in a very limited amount, not too much, so that the pressure is off me, sort of, to decorate the pages too much, because I can't stand empty white pages or empty spaces. That's a bit of a botheration for me. Anyways, so what I've done is I've stitched the journal first, and then I have attached the cover, because the cover was pretty thick, and then I decided to stitch the cover later on. So here is my the first page. I've not done anything. I have a pocket over here, a tiny fabric cluster, and I have used quite a few bits and pieces of lace and fabric, as you will see. So this was the first page, and the base color was like this. So I just used some journaling card, tore it apart, and then I've used it like this. This was Wednesday first, and then we come to Thursday. As usual, I've done a little bit of layering here and there, but the pages came with a pre-printed kind of pattern, so it sorted out a lot of issues and took off the pressure of collaging on a blank page. So like this was the background. So what I did was, this was for Friday, and I did my journaling on a scrap journal paper sort of thing. This came in an ephemera pack, so what I've done is I've used that. This was for Friday, and this was Saturday. I've journaled inside this envelope also, and I have used a bit of a stamp. No, this was a stamped image that my friend Tharan had sent me, and I've used it as a postage stamp kind of thing to give that look. This was Saturday. This was Sunday. So Sunday, what I did was, I have this Heidi Swapp planner pages. Quite a while back, I did buy a Heidi Swapp personal planner, and it came with the refill pages, but I didn't use the whole planner as such, because I am not that kind of a planner. We'll come to that later on, because I have been asked to do a flip of my junk journal style planner also. I'll see if I can do a flip and post it. So this was on Sunday. As you can see, I've not done much because it already had this cool black and white striped border, and I've used just this floral image, and I have journaled at the back too. This is a tag I got in a Happy Mail, and this was Monday. So once again, I have not done much. As you can see, I've just used some word stickers, a little bit of washi. These are Prima washi, and I absolutely adore them. These are so lovely. So this is another thing that I've done. This was Tuesday, and once again I've layered this. This is from a Graphic 45 paper pack, and I've used this cutout portion as a decoration sort of thing, but it's just it's like done in an offset pattern so that it peeks out, it gives kind of dimension to your page. So I've layered that on a bit of a washi, and I've journaled at the back. And then what I've done is I have journaled rest of the stuff over here. So this was Tuesday, and I have my Tuesday over here. So I'm going to put this back with a paper clip. And this was Wednesday. So what I did on Wednesday was basically I didn't do anything over here. I just wrote on this side of the page. I have done a bit of layering. This is painted vellum, and this doily was already stitched in the insert. So I just decorated this doily, nothing else. And this was the other day, that was Thursday. And this is a vintage ticket. This is a bit of washi, and this is a book page image. I've just grunged it up with a little bit of distress ink. This was Friday. Okay, so, and the pages are pretty thick, as you can see. If you have ever used Stamperia papers, you will notice that these are pretty thick cardstock, and they can take basically anything. So I was not at all worried while using different kinds of pen that they would bleed through or anything of that sort. So this was Friday, and I had to do a lot of errands on that day, and once again I've just layered using some map paper. This is from Simple Stories, and this is from Graphic 45. So and I've added a little bit of journaling interest with the help of this journaling tag. These all came from the paper pack itself. They had this 2 huge 12 by 12 sheets of journaling cards and tags. So I'm going to show, like, this one came with this journaling card, huge card. I have just layered a few stuff over here, and then here is another one that I've not done anything. I've just added a tab to it. So maybe I will go back and do journaling later on. So it came with 2 sheets of tags and journaling cards, like this one. This says journey. I've just added a punched out circle kind of thing, just to add an interest. So that was that, and this was Saturday. And once again I've layered this ticket portion. This was from a paper portion that my friend Kathy had sent me, and I have just trimmed up the ticket portion, used it on a bit of washi. I've just layered this up, and over here I've used a map page once again tying the 2 pages together, and a flower kind of thing. This I think is from a Kane Company paper pack that I have. Over here I have decoupaged a number of stuff. This is from some stuff I bought from a shop. She is on Instagram, Thrifted Cottage, and I think her Etsy shop is Floshy May or something of that sort. I'm not sure. I'll put a link to her shop. She has some awesome items. So what I've done is I've just collaged, decoupage sort of thing. This is a napkin. And this is a very old book page, basically. This is a music page actually, and I've just decoupaged this bit over here. And I do my decoupage in a different fashion, because decoupage as such means that you're going to put the white glue sort of thing on top, also the decoupage glue, Mod Podge or whatever. But I don't do it that way. I have my own process, and if you want to see how I do those on journal pages, then you can message me and I can do a tutorial. It's not a tutorial basically, it's just a crafty tip, you can say. and that's that. And these are some random bits of papers that I needed to use up. So this is a tissue paper from Tim Holtz. This is a vellum piece where this word was there. This came in a Happy Mail, and this was also from this shop, Flushy May. This is from Tsunami Rose. Now, Tsunami Rose had posted, Tsunami Rose Designs, she had posted, Daisy, that she had some, what do you call it? Some printed scan and cut images which are not perfect, and she was giving them away at a very reduced rate. So I talked to her and I had placed an order, and each pack had 50 rose or floral images. So you'll see a few of them that I've used throughout later on, and this is one of them. And this was another day. This is once again this napkin that I have glued or decoupaged, whatever you can say, layered on top of book pages. This is a fabric, upholstery kind of material that I've used as a tab. This page is very simple with book page, some tea-dyed paper. This is from Graphic 45, Time to Flourish, I think this was the paperback. And this is a sticker from our Atelier. Here I had received on Friday, I had received the package from Tsunami Rose, and the images are so great. I don't have them with me right now. There's in a separate room, but I'm really happy with the stuff that she had sent. And this was Friday and Saturday. I have added this page as a tip-in page. I have done quite a few things differently in this journal, and I kind of enjoy doing stuff like that often. So maybe my next journal is going to be very similar to this, but this is going to be for my September also. So maybe for October and November, I'm going to do something very similar to this lines, or maybe something different. I'm not sure. But one thing is for sure, that December I'm going to do with only one book, and I have some plans for my December journal which I will post later on. It's not going to be a Christmas themed journal because as you know, I'm not a Christian, but I believe in Christmas. I believe in the festivity of the season. So I would like to do that as a winter themed one, a little bit different, but there will be a big element of Christmas also. So watch out for that. So this was once again from this Flushy May order that I had placed way back, and I had been hoarding these images. They are lovely basically. So I have this tissue paper, Tim Holtz tissue paper. This is a music sheet, and this is just image. Once again, on this page I have used tissue paper from Tim Holtz. This is a napkin from Flushy May, and this is a very, very, very old music page that I had bought from Elzebel's bookshelf. And this is the image that I was talking about. There are a number of images very similar to this, pretty big, and they add a lot of interest on your page, like you get attracted to this thing as soon as you open the page. So this is from a different paperback, but this is from Rosie's shop. This is a stamp from a Happy Mail. This is a book page. I don't know if this is focusing at all. And that's all I've done. And this is actually a page that I've added, like this is a hinged page sort of thing with washi hinges. This is not stitched to the journal. I have done quite a few like this. I'll show how I did this. Okay, so let me see. So this was like a tip-in page I have added, and This was also like a tip-in page that I have added. And I don't know if I have added some hinged. Okay, so I have used some hinged elements like a tag inside the journal. So similarly, I had added some pages also, like here. You can see how I've hinged this up. So this is like a tip-in page that I've made, and these are some usual book page and journaling cards that I have just torn apart and did this. So that's that. Bye everybody. See you for the second flip. Bye.